So today we are starting on comparing and contrasting. Do you guys know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, well then we're gonna practice since you know what it means. So, let's compare these books right here, okay? What is the same about them, Haley?
They're both books.
Well, they're both books, but what makes them books? What are they the same? What do they have the same?
Well,
I mean, what do you think, Will?
well, this one has a harder cover than this.
So that would be something different, right?
Yeah.
So one has a hardcover. Hard versus paper. Okay. So what's something the same though?
Well.
They both have pages, don't they?
Yeah. Yes.
Right? Because that makes them a book.
Can I say they both have covers.
They both have covers.
They have authors and illustrators.
Okay. Authors.
That's a different one. They have different authors and illustrators.
They have different authors and illustrators, but they both do have them, right? They both have authors and illustrators. Alright. So we can do that though. Different author. Okay. What else is the same and or different about them?
Different. They're both. So this one has more books, and this one's just one.
Okay. So this is thicker? Like
Yeah.
there's more stories in this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say number of pages. How about that?
Yeah.
Number of, oh, that's the same. I wrote on there. If I help if I write it in the right section there. Number of pages. Okay, and this, you said this one has more stories in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well.
one has more books in it, more books.
They're both not the same. So do we already?
So what about, let's think about their appearance. What's the same or different about their appearance?
I thought this one kind of felt bumpy and this one felt.
Okay, so this one's
This is
smooth and this
smooth.
one has texture.
Yeah.
Let's find two more things that are the same about them.
Yeah, different titles.
Well, they are different titles. Let's find something the same. What about their shape?
Oh yeah, but that one's a hot air balloon and that one has like a.
Okay. What about the shape of the book? They're kind of the same, aren't they? They're
Yeah.
both
Oh,
rectangles.
that was a rectangle. Well, this was kind of.
It's a rectangle if you turn it this way.
Well.
So we could say they're both
Yeah.
squares.
Same
They're both
shape.
rectangles.
Well, if you're looking at it as an angle, like
Mhm.
this, it wouldn't be the same. But
So- If you look at that, yeah. So we could say they're both four-sided.
Sure.
Can we say that?
Both sides.
Okay. Is there anything else about them maybe that could be the same?
Well, they could have they could have the story in that one.
Oh, true. Yeah. Okay. Anything about their appearance though, or did we think you think we got it all? I think we got it all.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Oh wait, the scenery.
The scenery,
What's the scenery?
meaning like the picture on it. So like here he's in a hot air balloon in the desert, and here they're at a haunted house.
Yeah. Oh.
So
well,
the-
is that in the desert or is that?
I think it looks kind of like the Grand Canyon maybe, or something like that. See the red rocks and. So yeah, the scenery is different.
Yeah.
I have not. It's on my bucket list though. Okay. So now let's get our readers. And do you guys need highlighters? Probably.
Yes.
Haley, will you get 2 highlighters, please?
Yeah, that's what we usually do.
Yeah, go ahead. Bring the whole thing if you want. That's fine. So we need to be on page 4, which we're on. And it says to read these sentences about 2 times of the year. As you read, think about ways in which summer and winter are alike. Think about ways in which summer and winter are different. It's kind of like what we just did. What's the same and what's different. And watch for clue words. Okay? So, I will read this one to you since it's the preview. It says, summer and winter are times of the year. Both times of the year have the same number of months. There are 3 months of summer and 3 months of winter. Summer is sunny and warm where I live. Sometimes it rains. There is more daylight, so the days seem longer. Trees have green leaves and flowers bloom. I can swim, play outside, and ride a bike. I can grow a vegetable garden. Unlike summer, winter is snowy and cold where I live. There is less daylight, so the days seem shorter. Trees have no leaves, and the flowers die. But there are fun things to do in winter. I can ice skate, play games indoors, and ride down the hill on a sled. Okay, so, Will, read number 1.
In the report, how are summer and winter like? A. Summer and winter are both sunny and warm. B. Summer and winter are both snowy and cold. C. Summer and winter each last for 3 months. D. Summer and winter each last for 6 months.
Alright, so, go ahead and look back through your text and find out, highlight when you find the answer to number 1. And then go ahead and highlight it down on the answer thing too.
Can I get a different
Yes,
marker?
get a different marker if you need to. Oh, there's one right there. Yep, here you go. I think that's a highlighter. Yep, looks like one to me. Oh, that was the one you were just using? Well, there you go, there's another one. Alright, so what did we highlight? Will, what'd you highlight?
Summer and winter each last for 3 months.
Very good. Okay. So, Haley, read number 2 for us.
In the report, how is summer different from winter? A. Summer is sunny and warm. B. Summer is snowy and cold. C. Summer is when flowers die. D. Summer has less days.
Alright, so let's go to the summer paragraph and read through there and see which one fits best. Highlight it when you find it. And we're still looking, so we'll give them a couple minutes.
This is a bigger packet.
It is a big topic, but we'll work through it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this one's gonna
What do you think, Will?
Very similar to me.
Very good. Okay. So, let's review how we found these choices. It says, look at the answer choices for each question. Read why each answer is correct or not correct. So, in question 1, in the report, how are summer and winter alike? A. Summer and winter are both sunny and warm. This answer is not correct. The report says that summer is sunny and warm, but winter is snowy and cold. B. Summer and winter are both snowy and cold. This answer is not correct. The report says that summer is sunny and warm, but winter is snowy and cold. C. Summer and winter each last for 3 months. This answer is correct. The report says that there are 3 months of summer and 3 months of winter. So summer and winter, D. Summer and winter each last for 6 months. This answer is not correct. There are 3 months of summer and 3 months of winter. Good job, guys.
I put 2 stars.
Good job. And number 2 says, in the report, how is summer different from winter? B. Summer is snowy and cold. This answer is not correct. Summer is sunny and warm, but winter is snowy and cold. C. Summer is when flowers die. This answer is not correct. Flowers bloom in summer, but flowers die in winter. Summer has less daylight. This answer is not correct. Summer has more daylight and winter has less daylight. A. Summer is sunny and warm. This answer is correct. The report says that summer is sunny and warm, unlike winter, which is snowy and cold. So good job. You both did that very well. All right. So turn the page to lesson 1. It's called Leaving the Dust Bowl 1935. Go ahead and read that for me. Read the little section there on page 6, and then we'll answer the questions together, okay?
Which one?
On page 6. You're reading the whole thing.
That.
Yes.
The whole thing.
You can read it. I know you can.
I thought we had a six paper.
Mm-mm. Nope.
There's nothing on here.
Yeah, go ahead. If we don't finish it today, it'll be okay. We can pick it up tomorrow. Doing this makes it pretty good. Alright. We'll wait for Will to get back and I'm gonna read it out loud to you guys, okay? Alright, Will, come on. I'm gonna read it out loud to you guys so you guys, to save a little time here.
Yeah.
Alright, so. What do you think it is? 8 what?
11.
You think he's right? I think Will's right. Will, explain to her why it's 11:40.
Well, because it's kind of still
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the shorthand is,
in the like nines column.
okay, yeah,
And then the eights. And the big hand's on the eight.
yep,
And then
very good. And the
the
shorthand is
eight
between
is
the,
40. Stands for 40.
very good. It's 1140 because the shorthand is between the 11 and the 12, which, if you look at it says the little hand has the power. That's why they call it the hour. So if it's still between 11 and 12, it means it's closer to 11.
But then isn't it?
But- Oh, we have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have 5 minutes.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna read this out loud and then we're gonna answer the questions. Aunt Grace shook black dust out of the towels and then used the old broom to sweep inches of dust out of the kitchen. She brushed fine dust off the walls, chairs, and tables. After a while, Aunt Grace sat down and pushed some loose hair back into her gray bun. "I'm glad we leave tomorrow," she said. "I'm too old to chase dust." But Sam Brown felt sad. His father said, "Son, I know you want to stay, but the dust storms won't stop. Day after day, black clouds fill the sky, and often it's cold and dark. No rain falls, and no plants grow." The next day, Sam's family packed the truck. They took everything they owned. Aunt Grace and Uncle Jim sat in the front seat. Sam and his parents sat in the back. Sam's friend Pete White came to say goodbye. The Whites were also poor farmers, but they had decided to stay. The Whites lived on a farm next to the Browns. Their farm was much larger than the Browns' farm. Laughing, Pete said, "Won't you miss the crunch of dust in your drinking water, Sam?" A little cloud of dust drifted over Sam's house as his father headed the truck west. Pete waved as he held an old cloth over his nose and mouth to keep out the dust. So, we'll read question number 1.
How were the Browns and the Whites alike? A. The Browns and Whites both decided to move. B. The Browns and the Whites both decided to stay. C. The Browns and the Whites both lived on farms. D. The Browns and the Whites both were rich.
What do you think?
C.
See, they both lived on farms. Very good.
Can we do it?
Yes, we'll wait for Will to highlight and then we can go on. Alright.
How were the Browns different from the Whites?
Read the options.
The Browns are poor. The Browns decided to move. The Browns decided to stay. Mr. Brown will respect for freedom.
So what do you think it was? B. Okay. Because they decided to move, right? And the Whites decided to stay.
Yep.
Very good.
Why did they call it the Browns and the Whites?
They probably just came up with names for the story.
Yeah.
Oh. So I'm going to read number 3. How were the Whites different from the Browns? The Whites were rich. The Whites decided to move. The Whites had a larger farm. The Whites had a smaller farm. Mhm.
Yeah.
You can look back in the story for this one because I know it was kind of close to the bottom. So read the last couple paragraphs from the bottom and see if you can find it. Find it?
I didn't. Yep.
What is it?
The Whites lived on a larger
Very good.
than the Browns.
Then the Browns. Okay. And I'm going to read number 4 too once you guys get that highlighted. Well, we're short on time, so I'm trying to get us through it.
Yeah.
Okay, so look at the chart. It tells some ways in which the Browns and the Whites were alike and different. In the alike column it says the Browns lived on a farm and the Whites lived on a farm. And both the different columns are blank. What 2 things belong in the empty boxes? A. The Browns were poor and the Whites were rich. B. The Browns were poor and the Whites were poor. C. The Browns stay and the Whites move. Or D. The Browns move and the Whites stay. What do you think? Haley, do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and highlight it.
Can you write it down?
Yeah, you can write it down in the boxes. That would be great.
Writing.
Good. Okay.
Can I
And-
read number 5?
Well, we don't have time for number 5, so we'll
just
save.
talk about it.
We'll talk about number 5. So tell me how Sam and Pete were alike and different. Go ahead, Haley.
Well,
So Sam lived with the Browns and Pete lived with the Whites. So we know that the Browns did what?
Nope, move.
The Browns moved, so Pete moved, or so Sam moved, right? So that means
Yeah.
Pete stayed. There's something we know that they're different because one moved and one stayed. We know that Sam lived on a smaller farm
Yeah.
than Pete, so that's something else. They lived on different sized farms. Okay. So do we understand compare and contrast a little bit here?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so I will take your readers and you guys will you may clip up when you get back to your room. You guys did very good today. Good. You guys did very good today. Haley, I'll take your book when you're done.
Why don't you put my book at
Your what?
my book at the paper that I got?
I don't know.
I actually wrote it down.
Where did
so-
I might have
Oh,
put it-
there's.
Yeah, I put it back there. Yep. Okay. You guys can go ahead and go back to class.
Okay.
Haley, you can go ahead and go back to your desk. Oh, spelling, yes.
What today?